guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric Aroka. Today I have a great tip to help you in your efforts of building awesome organizational culture. Now this tip isn't just for organizations. You can actually use this tip in your everyday life. You can use it even with your own family. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. My tip for the day is to create a culture of believers. You heard correctly. Create a culture of believers. Beliefs are essential when we are building an organizational culture. When leaders clearly state what their beliefs are, it helps the rest of us to see a clear vision, a clear path, if you will, of how we're going to accomplish organizational goals, how we're going to get there. When we start to believe in someone's vision, it's pretty interesting because we become engulfed with a new sense of energy. We have a new energy to pursue and continue to pursue that goal, that vision down the road. It provides us with that additional commitment and persistence that we're going to need in order to achieve that goal. Let me give you an example. September 12th of 1962 at Rice University, John F. Kennedy gave an incredible speech about us going to the moon. Now, in 1962, I was not alive. I wasn't born till 68. So this is before my time and probably before many of your time. But the reason why I want to share this is because the vision that John F. Kennedy shared with us about going to the moon was a pretty lofty goal. How was he going to get an entire nation together? How was he going to unite a nation? How was he going to create a culture of believers that we could actually go to the moon? John F. Kennedy's speech was so powerful that it impacted an entire nation. Think about this. Little kids would play cowboys and Indians. I know most of you have no idea what that is. But when I was a kid, that's what I played, cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers. We played these games outside. I know. We played outside. We changed. The country changed. Kids started being astronauts. They were, pretending to be astronauts. Teenagers were thinking about the possibilities of going into outer space. Grown-ups were having discussions about space travel and conquering space. So his message was for everyone because he focused on values. He made us believe that we were a great nation and that it was our responsibility to go and conquer space. The mere fact that we beat the Russians, that was just icing on the cake. That's not why we went to space. We went to space because he talked about how the United States had the responsibility and how we were kind of destined to be there. It was a very clear message talking about American values. That's why we all got behind President Kennedy to go to outer space. Think about how daunting of a task it was to unite an entire nation. Think about the space program. NASA's program back in the 60s was like this big compared to the conglomerate thing that it is today. They didn't have funding. He had to convince Congress to provide funding for that. Can you imagine a president today going to Congress to say, hey, we're going to go to the moon again and we need money? Can you imagine what a feat that would be to get Congress to move, to get a nation to believe that we could go back to the moon or any other, really lofty goal? My point is you have to create a culture, an environment of believers. Get people to believe what you believe. In order to do that, you're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to share what your values are. You're going to have to share your beliefs with people in a manner that is very clear. Because when, like I said before, when our beliefs and values become clear, people will want to get behind us and go with us to wherever it is we're going, to help us to achieve whatever we're trying to achieve. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. What powerful words. Not because it is easy, but because it is hard. We got behind this audacious belief that we could actually go to the moon, that we could put a man on the moon. I know, there are some of you out there who don't believe we went to the moon. And whether you believe that or not, it doesn't matter. The main point is create a culture of believers. Our beliefs are directly linked to our professional and personal lives. What we believe about ourselves, about our coworkers, about the organizations we work for, about our leaders will determine our failures and successes down the line. Remember that beliefs allow us or provide us with that added commitment and persistence to accomplishing great things. Guys, that is my tip for the day. Build a culture of believers. If you like this post, this video, please share it with your friends. Make any comments and provide any questions. And make sure you give me one of these and hit that notification bell. See you guys next week.